Hi students, this is your video, the second video for grammar in chapter 4, and it's on the other piece of grammar. We just did the imperfect tense. This is on the genitive case. The genitive case in Latin shows possession. You already learned how to use the genitive case in your vocabulary to find the stem of a noun and to find the declension of a noun. This genitive can be translated with an apostrophe S or S apostrophe, or with the English word of. And I like doing these videos because it lets me edit it as I go. This needs quotation marks. Here are your genitive endings, but I would much rather you go back and you look at them on the noun chart. So what we're going to do on our noun chart now is we are going to go ahead and highlight the genitive right here. And let's see, highlight, let's make it blue. And then, of course, when you copy this noun chart to your own drive, you can unhighlight it however you like. So there we go. And we're going to make it light blue again. There we go. So there's the genitive, singular and plural. You've also had the accusative now, but I didn't highlight it for you. You can highlight it in a different color if you like. So first declension, you have AE, I, and IS, which you should already be familiar with because those are the ones in your vocab. And then the genitive plural, ARUM, OERUM, and UM for third declension. Don't get the UM in third declension mixed up with the accusative UM in second declension. That's why you have to look at what declension the noun is. So you would look at the noun and be like, okay, what declension is this noun? It ends in UM. If it's third declension and it ends in UM, it's genitive. If it's second and ends in UM, like this, it's accusative. Let's talk about how to translate a genitive. So consider these examples from your reading. In a sentence, you will have a noun in some case and then a genitive right after it. The genitive will always come after the noun it goes with. Remember, it shows possession. The thing doing the possessing is genitive. So in this case, it would be pueri is the genitive, P-U-E-R-I, because it's second declension. Here's your I right here, pueri. And then it would be the boy's friend. Boy has to do the owning because he's genitive. Or you can say the friend of the boy. Look at this one. The second word is always the genitive. You will have some translations like this in your grammar quiz where you're given a phrase like this and you have to translate it. In this case, father is genitive. It ends in is. If you go to your noun chart, boom, is right here. There's your genitive. So it would be the father's house or the house of father. What do you think these two would be? In this next one, you have a plural genitive, so there's more than one person doing the owning. The word for girl here is plural genitive, A-R-U-M, and you can find that also on your noun chart right here, A-R-U-M. So it would be one dog, canis, and then several girls who own the dog. So it would be the girl's dog, or the dog of the girls. And then finally, your last one, matris is your genitive. Like this is your nominative singular, so it would be mother's couch or the couch of mother. Now, if we're just talking casually in English, we don't say things like, oh, that's the table of my friend. We would say, that's my friend's table, or that's my friend's bag, not the bag of my friend. The problem in English, and a lot of you will have this problem, is that you don't know how to use an apostrophe. It seems to be a societal issue where people just don't know how to use an apostrophe anymore, because people often think that an apostrophe, like this one right here in boys, means that something's plural, but it doesn't. It indicates possession. So let's figure out here together how to use an apostrophe. I have some examples here that I'm going to go over with you. Let's make it a little bigger. Okay, so The genitive can be translated using an apostrophe, we just saw that, or the English word up. So here's a crash course in apostrophe usage. If you're unsure about how to use an apostrophe, use this guide, or just use of and no apostrophe. Because if you use the apostrophe incorrectly, I'm going to mark it wrong. An apostrophe shows possession. It does not indicate a plural noun. If the noun ends in anything but S, you use an apostrophe and then an S to show possession. Mother's handbag, father's favorite child, Norman's house, a dog's life, sister's homework, kids' games. If the singular noun ends in S, you put the apostrophe after the S to show possession. So Lucius is only one person, but it's S apostrophe because he ends in S. So Lucia is Lucius's sister. If the noun is plural, you put an S at the end and then an apostrophe. For example, kids. If something belongs to more than one kid, it's the kid's playtime. It's the sister's favorite food. It's the dog's yard. All of these are plural. More than one dog, more than one house, more than one kid, and more than one sister. If the noun is already plural, you add an apostrophe S to make it possessive. The women's room. The men's room. Men, the word men is plural, right? So you add apostrophe S to make it plural. The fireman's truck, and so on. Please use your apostrophes correctly or you will get things marked wrong. And, it's just a good life skill to learn how to use an apostrophe so that when you're writing something, like you have to write essays, and you have to write an essay on the SAT, you have to write an essay on the ACT, you have to write papers for your English classes, you look like you know what you're doing. So you're welcome for me teaching you how to use an apostrophe. Anyway, this is the end of the grammar videos for Chapter 4, and you can go on to the practice grammar if you think you've got it. If not, go back over these, watch the videos again, use your grammar notes, and ask me questions. Thank you.